The Adventure Where the Sidewalk Ends, inspired by Shel Silverstein. Once upon a time, in a town as ordinary as a loaf of plain toast, there lived a girl named Lulu, with hair as wild as a dandelion puff, and shoes that squeak-squawked when she walked. Lulu loved three things: chalk, peanut butter sandwiches, and poetry, especially the kind that made her giggle and gasp. Her favorite book was Where the Sidewalk Ends by Shel Silverstein, which she read under her blanket with a flashlight, convinced the poems were secret maps to magical places. One twilight, as Lulu drew hopscotch squares with rainbow chalk, she noticed something odd. The sidewalk in front of her house curled up at the edges, like a mischievous smile. Said Lulu, squinting. She tiptoed to the end of the sidewalk, where the concrete vanished into a swirl of glittery mist. A sign stood there, written in wobbly letters. "Turn around, slowpoke feet, or come where the sidewalk ends. If you dare to eat peaches with a dragon." Lulu gasped. A dragon? She stuffed her chalk into her pocket, bit her peanut butter sandwich for courage, and skipped into the mist. Poof! The world flipped upside down, or maybe sideways. Suddenly, Lulu stood in a land where trees grew lollipops instead of leaves, rivers flowed with rainbow lemonade, and the clouds were cotton candy that rained sprinkles. A giggly voice called, "Over here." It was a boy balancing on a giant pencil, wearing a hat made of soup cans. "I'm Milo. Welcome to Where the Sidewalk Ends. Want to meet the peppermint wind?" Before Lulu could answer, the wind whistled by smelling like candy canes and lifted her off her feet. She twirled past a moon-faced boy riding a snail, a homework-eating dog who burped math equations, and a giraffe in a scarf knitting socks for a rock. "This is amazing," Lulu cheered. But then roar! A dragon with polka dot wings and a chef's hat soared down. He clutched a recipe book titled How to Serve Children, 101 peach recipes. "Greetings, small human," he boomed. "I am Steve. Would you like to be sautéed, fried, or dipped in chocolate?" Milo whispered, "Don't panic. Steve's all roar, no fire. He just wants a friend to taste his peach pie." Lulu grinned. "Mr. Steve, sir, I'll try your pie if you try my peanut butter sandwich." Steve's scales blushed pink. "Deal." They picnicked under a jelly bean tree, sharing pie and sandwiches, while Steve confessed he'd rather be a pastry chef than a scary dragon. "But everyone expects me to roar," he sighed. "Then roar in your own way," said Lulu. "Like, roar, these muffins are fluffy." Steve's laugh shook the ground. "Yes, roar, this pie needs more cinnamon." Suddenly, the ground rumbled. A grumpy Rainmaker stomped by, hurling thunderclouds at the Rainbow River. "Stop having fun," he grumbled. "This land is too silly. I'll wash it all away." The peppermint wind hid behind Lulu. The moon-faced boy's snail hid in its shell. Even Steve trembled. "Oh no, the Rainmaker hates joy," Milo whispered.